Hello everyone, welcome to a Replica Airguns video. My name is Michael K. Today we're looking at the Cybergun Sig Sauer SP2022, and this is the metal slide version of this gun. Now this gun was purchased from the Replica Airgun store from myself. Now you may have watched my other preview video where I preview this gun, the Jericho 941, and the GSR Sigarms. So I will be reviewing the Jericho 941 and the GSR Sigarms all from Cybergun as well very soon. So let's get into some of the specifications really quickly. This is a non-blowback metal and polymer designed gun. And again, this is the metal slide version. There is a version of this gun that comes with a plastic slide. The SP22 uses 12 gram CO2 cartridges. It shoots 4.5 millimeter steel BBs. The 2022 has a 23 round full-size all-metal dropout magazine that holds the CO2 and the BBs. This gun weighs about 1.7 pounds. The SP22 is a double action only gun, and it has a claimed feet per second of only 328 FPS. But we'll talk more about that later. Now there are several versions of this gun. As I said, there's the plastic slide version. There's this version here with the metal slide. There's also a silver slided version, and I believe it's metal as well. And then there is a high power version, which apparently shoots up into the 400 feet per second range. Now you may notice this is a very good replica of the actual real steel Sig Sauer SP2022. This product is made by KWC and distributed by Cybergun. It's also made in Taiwan. Now it does come in a nice cardboard box. Here it is for you. And you'll see on here we have the 328 FPS. They say it has a range of up to 66 yards, 23 BBs, 1.7 pounds, about 7.32 inches in length. Now this is the first time I've seen this type of accuracy indicator on here, but it's showing that it's a fairly accurate gun. You have this Baxis system. Now this is an airsoft thing. As far as I know, these guns do not have the Baxis hop-up system. I don't know why Cybergun likes to keep this on the airgun version of this gun, but it's not an airgun feature. They should just scratch this out. You also see here this is the metal slide model. Take a look inside really quick in the box here just to see what you get. Here's your little caution area, your manual, basic information on how to use the gun. Comes with a little box of metal BBs, about 100 BBs in here. You also have this tool for loading the magazine. It works very well. And then you also have your Allen key for tightening up the CO2 cartridge and also undoing it when you're finished. Alright, so we're going to take a little walk around of this gun and look at the different parts and the sides and go over some of its features. Alright, you can see here on the left side we have the metal slide. Of course, you've got your Sig Sauer branding on the slide, the SP2022, all metal. Other parts that are metal that I'll just point out really quickly are the trigger and of course the magazine. The slide catch, safety, magazine release, and hammer are all plastic as well. The lower frame is polymer, and that's true to the actual Sig Sauer SP2022, so that's no surprise. Now on the actual handle we have Sig Pro on it as well. Now on the right side of this gun you can see we have the ejection port cut out on the slide here. Now this part inside of here is plastic, but the slide again is metal. You also have your warning and instructions here. A little bit of a little read manual before use here. I wish they didn't have that, but maybe there's some legalities. You also have KWC stamped into this gun as well. Again, Sig Pro on the handle, all the same parts, metal, metal trigger, metal magazine. On top of this gun we have our sights, of course. You can see here the front sight has the white dot. Not too bad. On the back sight we have basically no dots at all, and this is non-adjustable. It doesn't move. It's actually molded into the slide, so that doesn't move at all. Again, you have your slide ejection port here, and this piece is plastic but the slide is metal. So we have our hammer. Now it does move, but that's all it does. When you shoot this gun, the hammer doesn't move. So this is a double action only gun. There's no way to pre-cock it. Slide doesn't move at all. You can't get this to shoot in single action in any way. But the trigger does have a nice pull. It's a bit long, so it starts about here. It's long, but it's very light, I would say. For a double action gun, it's really quite light. Now on the bottom of this gun, of course, we have our magazine here. We'll just pull that out. So we'll just use the magazine release. And you can see here, we have our magazine. And it's quite easy to load. The spring is not heavy on this one. You can use a tool if you like, and so what the tool does is it just pulls the spring down, and then it gives you a little bit of a mini funnel for loading the BBs. You can load this gun with the tool if you like, it's a bit quicker, or you can just use your finger to pull the spring down and just load it normally. Now your CO2 goes in the bottom here. I'm not going to show you how to do it, it's pretty straightforward. Use the Allen key to tighten this up and loosen it as well. You can see the CO2 in here, it goes in quite easy. Now in the front of this gun, you'll see that we have the recessed barrel, which is nice. I like it when they design guns this way. And inside you can see you have a brass barrel. It's a smooth bore barrel, but it's nice that it's indented and it's in there a little bit. So the actual opening to the barrel looks more like the 9mm caliber size that you would find on the real gun. I forgot to mention also it has an accessory rail, so I thought I'd point that out real quickly. And you can put, lasers and different things, tactical lights on there if you want. Alright, I always like to do a little bit of a comparison to at least something I have hanging around here, and so here's the SP2022. This is my Sig Sauer P226X5. Another Cybergun product. This is the blowback gun, and if you want, I have a full review on the Sig Sauer P226X5 as well as the open version of the same gun, or the sight rail version. Now this one here, this is my real steel. It's not really a Sig Sauer, but it's a copy. It's a Jericho copy of a Sig Sauer P228, or very similar styled gun with a few differences. And you can see that these two guns are very close in design. Now the SP2022 would be a little bit newer version, as it's got a slightly different trigger guard. It also has the accessory rail and a few other things. A couple other differences here is this is actually the decocking lever, and there really isn't a safety, so to speak, on my Jericho Sig copy. Okay, so at this point we are going to head outside and we're going to do the chronograph and the shooting portion of this test to find out what kind of actual feet per second we're going to get out of this SP2022, and we're going to see what kind of 8-shot grouping we can get from 20 feet out as well. Okay, so we're here with the Cybergun Sig Sauer SP2022 BB pistol, and we're going to shoot 8 rounds through this chronograph and see what the actual feet per second rating is. Now this gun has a claimed feet per second of up to 328, so that's not a lot, so hopefully we can achieve that, maybe even a bit more. Alright, so let's go ahead and fire off these rounds through the chronograph. 319. My goodness, 469, that was a blast. 477, what's going on here? 480. 477. 482. This thing is loud. 478. How many more shots do we have? I'm going to do one more because that first one seemed to almost open up this gun, and then it's just letting out a barrage of pressure here. So let's just try one more here to get another average. Wow. 477. This thing is just ripping. Not sure what's going on. This is very, very unexpected. Okay, so let's move on to the shooting portion of this test where I fire 8 rounds into a target from 20 feet out. Okay, so we're here with the shooting portion of the test. We've got my Cybergun Sig Sauer SP2022, and it did really well in the feet per second portion, unexpectedly getting much higher ratings, up into the 460s. It's pretty incredible. I'm not sure what's going on, but that's always good news. Anyways, here we go. We're shooting from 20 feet out in a freestanding position. We're going to put 8 rounds into this target and see how we do. One more. Okay, let's see how we do. Put it on safety. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 all rounds. Roughly a 2 and a bit inch grouping. Not bad at all. Seems like most of them were fairly centered. Just a little bit to the left and a tiny bit high. Then we had some flyers up here. Not too bad at all. Alright, I'm going to probably shoot some more rounds in this target and see how I do, just shooting a little bit quicker, and I'll show you those results when I get back inside and do the rest of this review. Okay, so we got some pretty interesting results with the Cybergun Sig Sauer SP2022. Now in the chronograph test, when you get higher feet per second ratings than the manufacturer claims, I don't really think that's a bad thing. I'm not really sure what was going on there. Now generally speaking, what I do when I do my chronograph test is I use a brand new CO2. I always fire off one shot to make sure that the CO2 is working properly, and then I'll conduct the test. So it was interesting that that first shot seemed to almost break the seal a little bit on the CO2 because I already had done one shot. And then after that first chronograph shot, where it was in the 320 feet per second range, the gun jumped up significantly. I'm not really sure why, but throughout the rest of my testing with the gun, not just chronograph, but also when I was doing the accuracy portion of the test, the gun was very loud and was shooting very hard. So that's just what this gun shoots. Now, I don't want to make any promises here because I don't know what's going on. There is another version of this gun that does have a higher feet per second claimed rating. And it's always possible that even though the one I sell and the one in the box has the lower claimed feet per second rating, it is possible that maybe there was a mix-up, or you never know, I could have a whole batch of guns that shoot this hard. No promises again. Now in the accuracy portion of the test, the Sig Sauer SP2022 did fairly well. Now this target represents approximately 60 shots, so I fired another 2 magazines into this target, plus a few extra that I had after I did the 8-shot test. And this is the grouping I got. You can see that the gun liked to shoot just a little bit to the left and up, but still a nice grouping, about 2.5 inches in total. I shot this gun fairly quickly. I wasn't pausing too much between shots. I wouldn't say I was shooting in rapid fire, but I was shooting quicker than in my actual 8-shot test. I'd also like to mention that this gun is probably about a 100-shot gun. Now that's with this model that was shooting well into the 400 plus feet per second. If you have a model that shoots less, and I don't know if that model exists, I can only tell you what I know based on the gun that I'm reviewing here today. But if your gun does shoot lower feet per second, then you may get more shots than I got, and I got around 90 to 100 shots out of this particular gun here. So let's wrap this review up with some pros and cons. First off, I'm a bit of a SIG lover, and I really do like the look of this gun. It just has a very modern, sort of squared look, and that's a look that I really like. The Cybergun Sig Sauer SP2022 had a good weight and solid feel to it. A lot of that may be in part to the metal slide and the all solid metal dropout metal magazine. Now it's a very accurate replica of the real Sig Sauer SP2022, and it even has, of course, the licensing, as you can see. Now again, no promises, but this gun got crazy feet per second, right up in the 460, even a little higher feet per second. And it stayed there too, so it was really shooting hard pretty much all the time for me. Now this is a very affordable gun. I'm not going to tell you the exact price. I get people say, why don't you tell me how much this gun is? You're not a salesman. Sure, I have a store, and sure, I like to sell stuff on the store. Selling guns enables me to keep doing these reviews, but prices change and I don't want to lock myself into a price. This gun could go up a little bit or down a little bit. So the best thing for you to do is come down to the store, check out the price, and if you like what you see, well, go ahead and buy it from me. I always appreciate your business. And if you don't like what you see, well, take a look around. There's lots of different guns with all kinds of different pricing. Now the SP2022 wasn't the best shooter I own, but it was very consistent, and combined with a nice double action trigger, one of the better double action triggers out of all of the guns that I own, I felt that it was actually a pretty good shooter overall. Now there were a couple things I didn't like. Now it's not a blowback gun, and that's fine, but it does have a metal slide. It's a one-piece slide, and I think it would have been nice if there was some way that you could move the slide and if the slide catch worked. And sure, Cybergun may have had to put a little bit bigger price tag on it, but I think it would have been worth it. Again, the hammer doesn't operate when you pull the trigger. It does move back and forth when you pull the hammer, but the trigger doesn't engage the hammer at all. It's just for show. And like many BB guns out there, especially the lower cost BB guns, the sights on this Sig Sauer SP2022 are non-adjustable. I would have liked to have seen a way to at least adjust them for windage. Alright, so that wraps up this review of the Cybergun Sig Sauer SP2022 BB-CO2 pistol. I'm very happy with this gun. I'm happy with the way it looks, the way it's built, the way it performed, and of course the price tag is right on the money. So I want to thank you all again for watching another Replica Airguns video. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. Again, come on down to the Replica Airguns website if you can. I've got lots of articles and reviews with a lot of information there for you to check over. And while you're on the site, you might as well drop into the Replica Airguns store and have a look around. The more you buy, the more I can review. So thanks again for all my customers for making purchases. I appreciate each and every one of them. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, take care.